Ben, we've heard from the Chief Executive this morning that there seems to be light at the end of the tunnel in terms of the manager hunt. What does that mean for you, I suppose, at this point?
I have absolutely no idea, but it's definitely the right thing for the football club. The players now need a manager. They need some clear direction. I think we have and we will continue to help them as much as we possibly can. But having relatively recently been a footballer, you understand that uncertainty can cause a lot of unrest and stuff. So I'm pleased to hear that, and hopefully the guys have someone soon to help them.
You mentioned there that you've I suppose experienced that before, that interim period. How strange is it as a player not to have a permanent head?
Yeah, I think the context behind it's important in terms of probably the stage of the season, etc. So like right now with where the season is at is like probably a really weird time for the players. But yeah, it's always slightly uncertain, and you like to have clarity as a footballer, both on the pitch, off the pitch, in your life. And it's probably just not something that the players have had recently. But they've been great, they've been patient, but it's time now.
I suppose everybody just wants to get the last two games out of the system. I mean, I know we said it in the build-up to Wednesday's game, but after those two performances, particularly the second halves, you want to come and put on a show on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. The players are desperate to do it, desperate to give the fans something to cheer about, and it's beautiful weather at the minute in a beautiful stadium. So hopefully we can match that with a good performance and some energy to get the fans going.
We spoke a lot about mentality. How is the dressing room at the minute?
Yes, it's relatively fragile. It's as you would imagine, but we will try to. Over the course of today, we've done some work, and tomorrow before the game, we'll start to build them back up. And like the boys have all the tools to win a football match at this level. More than all the tools. So it's about bringing it together collectively for a sustained period of time across the course of 90-95 minutes. And I have no doubt that they can win the match. But it's bringing that all together at the same time, which will be the challenge tomorrow, and the guys know that.
And I suppose one of the biggest frustrations from the players' point of view is that they know how capable they are. We all know how good they are as players. They'll know how good they are as players, individually and collectively. They'll probably be scratching their heads as much as everyone else as to why it won't click.
Yeah, I think so. But action always speaks louder than words, right? So definitely it's time to just individually and collectively take a lot more responsibility. I think us as staff, players, everybody to go out there and perform on a Saturday is the most important thing as a footballer. So like I say, that will be the aim tomorrow.
Obviously, you want to take the pressure off them. We spoke about that on Wednesday night, about sometimes getting in those positions to shoot and being a little bit nervous about it. But you want them to take shots. I mean, that's ultimately the way to go and win a football match.
Yeah, for sure. We obviously have ways we want to take those shots rather than just aimlessly get into the final third and swinging from everywhere. So we have ways and ideas that we try to give the players, but ultimately, once they cross the white line, they have to feel every moment, and it's down to them to try to feel the correct time to do certain things. So, but yeah, tomorrow we're going to give them some more ideas before the game, and once they go onto the pitch, it's down to them to execute.
I suppose it's been tough for the likes of Danilo Orsi and Scott Hogan when he's come on, that those chances just aren't coming their way, and for all that they're tracking and they're making those runs, they're not seeing a massive amount of the ball.
Yeah, as a striker, you want goals and you want chances, right? So, but there's no doubt the guys are trying their hardest. Everybody's trying their absolute hardest, and we encourage the strikers to keep going because one comes, and hopefully we can help them with that tomorrow.
Barrow, then a team that I think have had pretty much 3 of each in their last 9 or 10 games. So a team very much mid-table, but a team that are going to be dangerous. Yeah,
it's another team actually that I've really enjoyed watching in the build-up to it, and they're just full of energy, enthusiasm, and they're very much connected as a group. You can see that, and they work tirelessly for each other. So it's going to be a big test. It's going to be a big test, and the players need to know that they're going to come with loads of intensity and loads of energy. So we have to match that at a bare minimum, and then hopefully have some good quality to do what we want to do.
The game up at their place felt kind of like the story of the season. Started really well, got the goal, and then things just came off the boil.
Yeah, I think so. So we have to match that in terms of the game starting the same way. We have to start with lots of energy and try and get the crowd right behind us, and sustain that for longer periods, which has probably just been the challenge.